G'day, mate. Welcome back to Biter Battles with me, JD. So, Biter Battles. You might be asking, what is Biter Battles? Well, Biter Battles is a player versus enemy versus player scenario. When I say scenario, it's like a mod, but it's not a mod file you have to download. Everything's included in the save file. It's like a soft mod. So, biggest difference with this particular type of game is you have two teams. They are separated by this lovely lake we have right in the lovely river we have in the middle of the map, and the top half of the map and the bottom half of the map are mirrored, identical, completely identical. Everything on one side is exact same on the other side. On top of that, both teams have to defend their silo, and at the same time, they have to indirectly attack the other team. That is done by collecting up some science packs and using those science packs either in your labs to, produce science, to get bigger guns, or faster bullets, or thicker bullets, or heavier bullets, or basically a better way of dealing with the biters. The other option you have is, if you're a player, there is a lovely GUI up in the top left-hand corner, which you can take any science packs in your inventory, click on the GUI and throw the science packs at the other team. And when I say throw, it actually means that the science packs are consumed directly out of your inventory. The game chat gets a lovely little message down the bottom left-hand corner that blah blah has thrown so many packs and has caused so much increase to the other team's both evolution and threat. So evolution, we all understand evolution. Evolution is how bad the biters are going to be and how annoying they're going to be and how hard they are going to be to kill. Threat is a separate number. Threat is like a queue of how many biters are on their way. And as you'll see through the GUI as the game continues, that threat number going up and up and up means you go from small packs of biters to legions of biters to several legions of biters attacking your base at the same time. And these particular maps, this tournament, is a 5v5 tournament. Now, these maps are actually run by Comfy. So Comfy is a group of developers, I guess you might say, who write these interesting scenarios, giving you something different to do inside Factorio. And yes, they have built this scenario, wonderful scenario. Also, they update it from time to time. And on top of that, generally, I can't guarantee right now, but generally there is a public map out there that you can join. And you might find, well, often you'll find it's not 5v5, it's as many versus as many. The teams are balanced. The game does force balance in the teams. But occasionally you're going to find 20 players versus 20 players, which is chaotic to say the least. Anyway, with all that said, I'm going to leave you guys with this video. This is from a recent tournament where myself and Dr. Doof actually shoutcasted part 1, part 2, and part 3. You will find a link down in the description to a playlist if you want to see more Biter Battles. I've actually been covering Biter Battles for about 2 years now. It's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been intense. Intense is the words I'm going to use. At the same time, you will find a link to both my Twitch channel along with Dr. Doof's Twitch channel. If you want to go over there, give both of us a follow for future, who knows what. Factorio, non-Factorio, maybe even some Biter Battles thrown in. Anyway, with all that said, I'll leave you guys with the live stream.
All right, I think it has. Ooh, look! If this were the map, everything right on top of each other.
That's fine. That's what both teams prefer. Especially Anti. If Anti's going to go with the same as last time.
1 hour, 30 minutes for launching a rocket? That's insane. That
Maybe! Thank you for all the resub. Thank you for coming back 4 months in.
That is wicked crazy.
Well, actually, look at... So, speedruns, if you go to miscellaneous, new game multiplayer... New game plus massive multiplayer, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 41 seconds.
That is the fastest a rocket has been launched in this version. 1 hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah. With 27 players.
Oh, no, I take it back. 1 hour, 13 minutes, 52 seconds is the fastest in any percent multiplayer.
Oh, yes, because that's 8 well-trained players in a team.
Not just a mass of people that just throw out the problem.
Not 27 people that just, here's a blueprint, build it now.
But there we go. JD plays. JD plays. JD plays. JD plays. JD plays. JD has, I think, all of the top 20
I think I'm missing one of them.
Sometimes.
I think I'm missing one of them.
Let's see. Let's see if we can figure out which one it is here.
Search.
JD.
JD. It's the one that doesn't show up when you search JD.
There it is. 10th
13th.
place.
No.
Oh, 10th place. No, 10th place has you 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th.
No, it looks like I've got everything in the top 20.
You got the first 15.
I don't have 16th?
I don't know. I haven't.
No, I've got 16, 17, 18,
16,
19.
You got 20.
27th. I don't have 27th.
27th.
So we've Stinson's being a mod, and we've got a new prediction up. Anti versus Nephrons. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Spend those channel points. They're very useful for nothing. Okay, so this looks like the map.
Elysium should have most of them too. Yeah. Man, look at that. Everything right on top of each other. If they're smart, they would restart it just so there's not that planning advantage.
It doesn't matter. It only takes a couple of seconds to look at the map and sort of plan out. Okay, so we got rocks in the top left or bottom left. Couple of rocks, two of them coal. Oh, actually, there's more hidden in the trees.
That iron patch that we have here, while it's large, there's not much iron there. So
It
I
really
disagree
isn't.
that this is not a sick build for military. They're gonna have to find more.
It's
iron.
a better build for military than it is for green science.
This is true. This is true because that's a good chunk of stone. And even that mixed patch up there, you could probably some electric miners on that stone.
There's a mixed patch right there. I don't know, we can see further in the north than we can in the south because they've started moving players to the north. Oh crap, we've got 45,000 points on the line for who's going to win north or south. So far, most people are betting on Nephrons.
And the teams, if you want to know who are on the teams, once again, just a quick rehash. The teams consist of, teams SteelAxe Biters is Nephrons, Zimultus, Bumblebee Rider, Zorion, and Warger. The South team, which is SteelAxe Banana, consists of Elites, Phoenix, Awesome Patrol, Streamabert, and Loomis.
That's a lot of copper and not a lot of iron.
All right, it looks like we're starting. Next battle.
Okay, so we have stone in the top left or bottom left, all depends on how you look at it. We have a little bit of iron, we have a couple of guns, they have started, one person got all the ammo.
Oh, look at that lake right at the top there. That's going to funnel all the attacks around it, but they're going to be building past that lake anyway, so...
No guarantees. We've seen matches like this where they've intentionally built left to right because a lake's been put in the way.
Honestly, I think Nephrons, the way he's built, would be smarter to build to the left. Since you can't really shoot across the water anyway.
There's a lot of guns. Yep, sorry, what?
6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, 9, 10, 11, 12 guns.
There's a lot of guns.
Nice.
So yeah, we've got water in the middle. We've got burner miners down. We've got stone miners going down. We've got copper miners going down. We've got iron miners going down in the north. South has gone for pretty much the same. Lots of coal.
Yep.
Lots of iron. Getting stone up and running now. The other players are going to come back bringing some more stone. Pre-made into furnaces. Factorio Burt is picking up the wool to place around the silo.
I wonder if Team South is going to try for the same strategy, but faster. Yeah, same teams. Same teams.
Same teams.
This is the best out of 3, and they didn't change the difficulty. The difficulty is still at hard, so we're not going to see a lot of those changes. Is that where they're thinking about putting power?
Yes. I'm going to go with yes. I think
mean,
that's power and
since-
walls.
Since you can't shoot across the... Oh, yeah, just throw a wall right there.
Oil anywhere? Not that we've seen. So,
Yep.
my prediction.
Oh,
my
no,
prediction
that's iron.
is
And a
Nephrons
little
will
dash of
not
water. I thought,
change
up,
a
up
thing.
to the right was oil, but no. just a
Nephrons will
little-
do the exact
little
same as he
splash of
did
water
last time.
And a touch of iron.
Anti does learn when things don't work in a hurry.
Team North is still... So Nephrum's team is still in the north.
So he might
and
change
Eloise's
it
team is
up.
still in the south. We're still seeing... Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Team South, at least their
Automation,
start is
gun,
identical.
logistics, automation, military, logistics, stone wall, steel processing, military 2. Okay, so Bumblebee in the north has just tagged in everything they're going to do for research. In the south, they've only tagged in the first few, and then they've stopped.
Yep.
Which is...
Research has already started on the north side.
Yeah. These are speedrunners. These are speedrunners. They don't wait for nothing. Oh, Clown's found a little bit more iron. Just the tiniest bit.
Yep. Yeah, I pointed that out just a moment ago. It's got a little touch of water right next to it.
Yeah, the water's not going to help, but yeah.
Personally, I'm a fan of that 5.6 thousand stone patch just to the southeast.
Oh, the awesome little, like, 2 miners? Maybe 2 miners.
I think you can get 2 miners. Yeah, you probably get 2. You might even be able to get 4 miners on that if you're...
Oh, you could get 4 miners on it, but you only need 2. You only need 2. Speed or efficiency. You can only have one or the other. So North has science up and running and a second lab up and running. South is just getting science running now. Yeah. Now, hang on. North requires logistics. South doesn't. If they're going the same strategy as last time. So North requires more science.
This is true. This is true.
So Anti's gone for the ultimate. Let's go for ultimate speed. And no form, just all speed. At least last time. We're going to see if they're going to change it up this time. Bumblebee is getting gears automated right now. He just needs some power to hook shit up.
Small biter attacks coming in, but...
Dribs and drabs, dribs and
nothing really to
drabs.
speak of.
And
I was wondering what Loomis was sitting over there doing by the lake, but he's fishing.
he's fishing. He's
Makes sense,
prepping for late
because-
game now.
Exactly.
And Bert is ripping up all the walls, all the guns, rearranging them, setting them out where they want them. Because, like I said, early game, there is more players than there are jobs. Late game, there is more biters than there are players. So, now is the time when you want to do fiddly things. Like rearrange guns.
Oh, looks like Team North took advantage of a similar process that Team South was doing with the burner miners on stone. I don't know if I saw them do that last time.
Yeah, no, they did. They did. They both had, burner miners dumping out stone as fast as possible to get more smelters up and running now.
So it looks like, my guess is both teams are going to be building to the right side of the starting point.
No, Nephrons is going left.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. He's going left. Just as I say that. Thanks, Nephrons.
Yep. So Loomis is their designated cannon fodder. So he's gone and fished early. He's going to dump down those concrete paths or stone paths, same as he did last time, to run loops and loops and loops on, to lob grenades over his shoulder and hope that somebody comes and saves him, which worked out okay for part of last game. Nephrom's iron.
I'm actually surprised they aren't pulling up the brick from around the silo.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't sometimes. Like
Because
pulling,
around the silo, it doesn't do you any good.
well, pulling out brick used to be really slow, but then the devs changed it so it's a lot faster. And all you need to do is you need to just set one of your taskbar items, toolbar items to brick, and then you can start collecting brick with just picking up that item and holding right click. Our prediction is in, well, Channel's prediction is in, and it is 77% for Nephrons, 23% for Anti.
Mine is currently 95% for Nephrons and 5% for Anti.
Oh, the faith in Anti has gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Team South does the same build they did last time, I think they're in trouble.
Considering they've covered their whole patch in burner miner gels, I think they are. Like, the patch is not big. In fact, both of them have already mined up 4,000 iron out of that patch.
But there's not. I mean, there's an iron to the south, but it's not very large. Can't see what that other one is all the way to the right. Still,
It's not very dense either.
Nope.
We've got South keeps throwing fish, so they can keep an eye on what North team's doing. Like, even that mixed patch, it doesn't have a lot of iron in it. It's dense, but it's not a lot. There's not a lot. Yeah.
So that straight to green is gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be fine until you start actually trying to feed it. Like, it's an easier build to get up and running. It requires less iron to build, which might be Anti's advantage.
I wonder if Anti was originally thinking that outpost on the last match, it's throwing up more science builds over there. But there wasn't copper nearby, so...
Yeah, and like he doesn't know that when he rolls the map, so that's the other thing.
But if you look at this over here, there's, I don't know, I can't see it, but there's iron and copper right next to each other.
Yeah,
I can't see how much there is.
But that iron patch could be like that legendary stone patch.
It could be.
It could be. That's the catch.
Team South has a little attack coming in, but it's nothing.
So Anti's covered his patch. So South has covered their patch. North has built some automation on their patch to get labs up and running. They've also put down some electric miners to get their first smelter block up and running. South is just... No, they're going green science. It's right there. Phoenix has got it half up and built already. They're going green science.
Early game, honestly, if they can get it running now and start throwing science now, I think they could go. But because if they wait much longer, they're going to be in trouble. Because they have to start getting that threat up. Take Nephrom's team away from building.
Yep, they need to take that early control. That really, really early control. Drag the other team away from their duties. Have them sidetracked. And that's the point when you might be able to outscale the other team. But the biggest issue is, and like neither team's had enough time to go and wander and have a look. They have no idea where their next iron is, and Nephrom's going to be dealing with biters in just a second.
Pathing through the trees, though.
Yeah.
Easy.
They've diverted to the guns.
Coming one at a time through the guns. Easy. Yeah, that gun is in... Oh, it might... Over to the right, just slightly more, and you would catch every single biter coming through.
Yeah. Well,
even if it pathed around the lake.
North hasn't moved their guns. So they're just hoping that those guns just shoot what they can till they run out of ammo, then we'll worry about them. Whereas South has repositioned them, got them out of the way, got the walls out of the way. They've started building in a solid wall. That's where they've decided the edge of the base is going to be.
All right. Green has started for Team South.
Oh boy. And the second one's up and running. Pretty much. It's a super compact build. It's a super good looking build. It's very quick to get up and running. It's very, very, very nice. The catch is it's going to eat resources. And they don't have any resources to feed it currently. Oh, there we go. There's the iron patch. Hey, day is saved.
Well, if any elites can find that, yes.
Look, he knows it's there. He's going to confirm. Yeah.
You're not wrong, West dude. That mixed patch is a bit of a troll face.
Yeah. Only on the south side. In the north side, not so much.
It's just flipped.
Yeah, it's not
Defend that patch. Oh yeah, 8 Elites has gone out. He sees it and has taken that large ore patch.
Started building.
He's got copper and coal next to it. If they can defend that, they could set more of those builds right there because they got their copper, they got their iron, they got coal. They could feed everything they need right there.
Yeah, but
so I mean, my thought here.
Yep.
My thought.
Go.
If Anti takes 2 or 3 to defend 3 people at the main base to get a second person out to completely rebuild the base over there where he's at.
Nope.
They can have 2 separate bases each running.
Nope. You have to you have to protect the silo.
That's why you got 3 people at the main base and 2 people building that stuff on the side.
Yeah, you have to protect the silo.
Or 1. Maybe just one.
Nah,
one person. Just Elite sitting over there.
Okay, so the only thing they could do is they'd have to, and both teams are going to have to do this, okay? They're going to have to fortify in that side. Forget the mixed patch, okay? And then they're going to have to come all the way down around to there. They're going to have to defend all of that on both sides. Yep. Now, unfortunately, Nephrem's is already building to the left. So he needs to defend out even further. Had he accidentally built to the right, he'd be actually in behind his iron patch.
Yep.
Boom. Living neg.
Yeah, I have to say I do somewhat agree with Nephrem's build because
Live negative. How you doing, mate? Thank you for the prime.
It looks like he's
going
to be building
giving me some of Amazon's money.
So,
live negative. I got there in the end.
Right,
thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Amazon appreciates it. We all appreciate it.
Anywhere near it anytime attacks come in. So they're doing smart where they're building out and around that silo.
Yeah, but like I said, had they accidentally built the other way, they'd have a smaller base, more compact base. They'd be protecting hard up against that silo, which would be a risk.
Who's winning right now? Icy Resident? Nobody is technically winning. There we go. That just
technically South's winning.
Right now, Team South now has an advantage because they just sent some of their science to the enemy's biters. So that's good. That is increased their evolution.
Steel.
And the threat is it's gone up a little bit. Yep. That wasn't because of this threat.
It's out of ammo. That one gun you were talking about? Yeah, it's out of ammo.
Yeah, both guns next to him are out of ammo.
Yeah.
So if they don't notice that, then
they won't notice
they're going to lose one turret.
They won't notice it. The beep sound does not happen until things explode. Yep. Things getting damaged, you just ignore.
Well, there is a little warning light that pops up.
Yeah, the warning light we all ignore. Hang on. The warning light we all ignore.
Yeah, whoever looks at that.
This is like your smoke alarm that flashes on the ceiling, all right, when it's low on battery, but nobody does anything until it starts beeping and saying the battery's dead. And
the second one, the spitter had to get closer, and the other turret.
The other gun took care of it. Yeah, that's all right. South, in the meantime, lost both their guns.
Annie is doing a similar strategy that they did last time.
Yep, iron, coal.
Another 70. They've got another 140 packs of green. They need to throw those. They need to get them right now and throw them. That should put their evolution at about 14, maybe even 15%.
15%. Yeah.
Yep, there goes Phoenix right now. Scooping the belt and through 161 pat. Oh, right at 14%.
Oh, not quite. Not quite.
But that's going to increase the threat, so North is going to get some big attacks coming in here. In fact, the next one is coming in right now.
Yeah.
It didn't do a whole lot, but look what it did to that.
That one gun that's about to die at 4 hit points. So Anti's on his way back. Left. He dumped 1.8k iron.
But you're right. He needs to get a path built out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Grab some of those bricks and just steal the bricks right now and use them.
Steal the bricks from underneath the silo.
You don't even have to. You got bricks. Well, you had a bunch of bricks in the silo. I think, yeah, Loomis just took them all. But Loomis has got some work to do, too. Team South has a small attack coming in. And Team North is super close to having their
first military is up and
military
running.
build is up.
Yeah.
It's up.
It's up. It's moving. Things are grooving. Nephrams is defending the gun with 4 hit points. It survives. Oh, Bert's just pasted down like 2 more. 2 more. And no, he's changed his mind and pasted them down a different way. Oh yeah, explain that. Explain that, somebody. The problem is their building's left.
That's a whoops.
Their building's left. They should be building to the right. Build towards anti, not away from.
I think the way they're building now is going to help with silo protection, but it's more running.
It's more running.
All right, so damn near put it at 17% evolution.
That's right. It's enough to get next level of biters coming in.
Making gun turrets is possible. Yes, they're relatively expensive, early game. This is the strategy that they needed to use: is throw science as fast as possible. I mean, they've got another 70 they could throw. I think they should grab it and throw it. It's a small.
The catch is.
But
do you grab and you throw, or do you save it up and get the threat level high?
Right now, get the threat level over, or get the evolution over 17%. Got to do it. I mean, it'll naturally evolve here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think just get it now,
packs.
so that next attack that comes in has medium biters.
50 packs just came in from the north, and they've almost caught up to south.
Yep. Again, Team South has got to throw every pack as quickly as they can. I mean, one big throw, yes, is really good, but
that's out of iron.
Awesome patrolman.
Out of iron? Yeah, it's out of iron.
I don't think they have any more research to do anyway. I mean, they've got explosives in the research queue. I don't think they're terribly worried about that right now.
Okay, there we go.
But Phoenix just grabbed a bunch of the science.
Yeah,
so maybe
awesome.
He's
just
gonna throw it.
fed the machines. Got South Science back up and running. North has already had a few problems. Just a few.
Which again, is what they have to do. That's what Team South had to do. Get those biter attacks coming in, because otherwise they're going to be in trouble. There we go. There's the throw that pulls them over 17%.
Yep.
Military science is stupid strong, Mr. Mycelium. Blue is even stronger yet, but we're not going to see it.
No. These teams go for the quick, easy, or the quick kill, because they're speedrunning teams. So
and there is oil, but oil is it's too far.
It's too far away. So North has decided to take their wall all the way out to the top of the lake to grab that mixed patch. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think it's not necessarily to grab the mixed patch, but it might be in case they want to grab the mixed patch.
Yeah, but running from here to here sucks. Just for the record.
Yes.
I haven't seen anti
Team North has a few attacks coming in, including one with a lot of spitters. But they have grenades already, so those spitters shouldn't be too terrible to take out. Spitters have lower health.
Yeah. Spitters are a one grenade problem. Helps if you have grenades and not a pistol.
Oh wow, Team North threw some science and they're back to even. I think Team South is going to run into the same problem.
Not fast enough. Just not enough speed.
They have 400 about 400 green science they can throw right now if they wanted to.
Yeah, meanwhile, Phoenix is trying to get the next build up and running. Loomis is running around making steel, probably armor for everybody. Anti's standing around contemplating life, I guess. No, grabbing coal. Patrol is feeding things. Bert is rearranging walls and feeding things. North, we have Anti building, Nephrem's building, and the other 4 players are just like provide resources and move walls.
Team North threw 131 military science, and it jumped evolution by 13.7%.
Ouch, ouch.
In contrast, Team South threw 340 roughly green science and moved to evolution 4.6%.
Doof, if you click on the fish and then click on the mutagen log, it tells you exactly what was thrown. Okay.
That's what I was reading from.
Okay.
Yep.
That just sounded like a lot of maths was happening.
Well, I was adding up a couple of paths that couple of things that were happening pretty close to one another.
So Anti is re-clearing his iron patch, which again he has maxed out, absolutely maxed out. Yep, every little bit. Although he has some serious problems. Anti is
Oh wow.
Small biters, which are 2 grenades, medium biters, which are I don't know how many grenades, and no Anti.
Yep.
And that patch is dead. Anti's body has 400 iron. He still had spare grenades, but no fish.
I think he killed himself with the grenade.
I think he did too. No, he was killed by a small biter.
It said a small biter killed him,
but I'm pretty sure, yeah. No armor. Oh, I wasn't watching. Okay. So chat just confirmed off my screen. No armor for Anti. That'll do it every time. Which is weird because he was making steel out there to make steel armor. I'm assuming they have steel armor researched.
Well, Annie came back.
Yeah, they do. Came back and now he's now got steel armor. He didn't make it far.
He did kill most of the biters though.
Yeah, I guess that works. And we've got our first pickaxe kill. Okay, Bert's cleaning up. But oh my gosh, the carnage down there. Yeah. North's not doing much better, I should note.
Well, kind of like last time. It's the teams are pretty evenly matched. Right now, Team North has a slight advantage because they just threw more science.
So Annie's rebuilding. Bert's come along to help. Problem is,
nice. That puts them right back to even again.
Unless Anti and Bert have stone, they can't build more furnaces and burner miner drills. I know there's plenty of stone on Anti's corpse. There's too much crap on Anti's corpse. Okay, cool.
He just grabbed it and is making some more right now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that attack coming in is pretty big. It just killed the...
So, hang on.
Oh, they're going to take out those other turrets that have no ammo. As previously mentioned, turrets do work better with ammo in them.
Oh, no. The transparent ones work the best. They never die. Ever.
Well, but they also never kill anything, so
well,
there's a trade-off there.
There's a conflict of interest or something. Okay, so Team North has one build running, second build running, third build kicking in now, and the fourth build looks like it's going to be grenades only. Is it?
Yeah, Team South is already at a disadvantage.
That's stone. That's iron. They're in the wrong position. Okay. South has better walls in. Their walls are defined, although Anti is about to die again. Hard. Like, super hard. Like, unless he runs away right now and avoids the biters, he's dead. There's... No, Anti's dead.
We'll see. He's got some protection inside there.
Yeah... Either he's dead or his project's dead.
You know, we've seen this in the past. These outposts just don't tend to work.
No,
very well.
they require a lot of defense. They require a lot of defense. They require a lot of manpower, and that's one of the things he's short on: manpower.
Yeah, with a 5-person team, absolutely. If we were at 10-person teams, that outpost easy.
Yeah,
But...
yeah. Evolution's still fairly close. Threat is massively different, just for the record.
Yeah, Team North just threw 133 packs of military to Team South's 299 green science, and as you see, the evolution has now started to pull away in favor of Team Nephrem's.
Except Nephrem still has a pistol, which means I'm just disappointed. It's not that hard to craft an SMG. It really isn't.
Will there be a 10-person game? We've seen, 14-person games? That was you and Colonel Will, I think.
Yeah, I think 14? I don't know. It started off as like, I can raise 5 players, so he was only going to have 5 players. And then that was 12 hours before the match, and then in the 12 hours or so since I slept and then got up at stupid hours to play Biter Battles, my team changed to 10 plus players.
Yep.
So...
Alright, go ahead.
That fight is on YouTube. If you want to go check YouTube, just search Jedi Players and Biter Battles, and there's a whole playlist of many Biter Battles if you just want to, binge watch Biter Battles for a little while. It's better than Netflix. Yeah, both teams are getting crumbled. Like, that's a lot of acid and a lot of grenades. That's a lot of acid. So once again, we've got South team's done explosives 1. North team hasn't researched any explosives upgrades again. What? Have you seen this, Doof? I think Doof's muted. That's even further away. Oh, you back, Doof?
I am back. I don't know what happened there.
Somehow you swapped rooms.
I did, but I wasn't even connected to the room for whatever reason. So
Awesome. Fixed.
I swapped and then had to come back in.
Okay. So, yeah, there's a small issue down the... Like, they're expanding. On the bright side, if Loomis is doing this, it probably means anti-spawn is safe. So maybe that's the idea.
Not at the moment. Annie's actually under attack.
Yeah.
With Factorio Bert.
It's fine. Factorio Bert, not a different Bert.
So right now, I think what they're doing now is what they should have been doing earlier in the game, personally. Ooh,
North or south? North or south?
South. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Really getting this expansion up and running. Although it looks like he's just grabbing the iron and sending it back.
Andy, still, yes. It's Kashmir too. It'd be great to have a build out here. Also, I think it's a little bit too high a risk.
I think if they built it back here, it would have been just fine.
Yeah.
It would still need to be protected. But I don't think it'd be as bad.
Chat's got a point. Magic belts. Magic belts just build a long set of belts. Hey, look, belts are slow, but they do move a good amount of material every second. So North is using a distraction tactic where you put down a radar, because radar is a military building. So biters will attack a radar. Not a bad idea. Take another one here. I'm sure they probably had others.
So they can see biters coming in easier.
They will intentionally attack a radar because it's a military structure.
Yes.
Oh, Anti has a new outpost you can die at. Oh
I mean,
God,
to be fair, he is keeping the biters away from the base.
He is. He's like threat farming the hard way. Like by building a whole bunch of stuff to then blow it up with his own grenades. And he obviously doesn't have a weapon because he's throwing yeah, he's got a pickaxe. He's throwing grenades at one biter because he does not have a real weapon. Left-hand side of base, south base is getting hammered again. Bert's there who should take care of it. 1 grenade, 2 grenade, 3, 4 grenades for a medium biter. Ouch. Ouch. North is out of resources. Like, out of resources. They've actually got a bit more iron they can tap, but not a lot. Really not a lot. Do they need more copper? So stone. Stone is what North is short on to get another build up and running. Mixed patch time!
Yep, gonna have to hit it.
Well, the stone is large enough they should be able to get miners just directly on that. And even if they can't, they are using stone, coal, copper, and iron. So they can always put in some splitters, filter it out, and it should be fine. Yep. And south is way behind where north is. Like, they have their 6 builds. All 6 builds are running. 170, 170, 170, 170, 40, 40, 40, 40. So what was that maths chat?
That's going to be about 800. Yeah, it's like 650.
Yeah. So there's a lot of green science ready to go. Military, 100, 200, 200. Yeah? Yeah, medium biters don't care about your bullets. Everlord's here. He's late. Or dropped. 1 and 2.
Everlord's not in the battle, so just
he's shoutcasting.
in watching. Yep. Oh man, another 196 military thrown from the south, from north, which only added 2% to the threat or to the evolution,
and then
but a lot to the threat.
1100 thrown by Phoenix. So 1100 from Phoenix was actually worth more than the 200 by Nephrons. Almost twice as much. Bert, I think, made a mistake with his wall placement. He's also dancing in acid, for the record.
It's Mountain Dew.
Hey! Yeah. Okay, there we go. Mixed patch, as predicted. So they're going to put in another build, which will be this build. Which just needs stone. That's the one thing they're short on. Yeah.
Another couple big attacks. Oof.
Bumblebee is going to go deal with death. Death. Hardcore death. Anti is... He's going to avoid that attack. It went past Anti. Hopefully it doesn't redirect onto... maybe?
Oh.
No, it's going around. See, this is the thing. There is no pollution. So they won't attack buildings that are making pollution. They're only going to go for military structures and players. So if you don't go near an outpost... Nope. They wanted that one.
They wanted that. Oh, he's got another attack to the right of him, too.
Yeah, he's going to get boxed in. Loomis!
Look at that flank. Look at that flank. Just walking right off the screen. Going to come straight down the lake.
Loomis! Eat the fish, eat the fish, eat the fish, eat the fish. He doesn't have any concrete path to run on. This is where his fault was. Also patrol, lobbing grenades, Phoenix lobbing grenades. So much acid. So much acid down that side of the base.
Did you say North is in trouble? I don't think North
No,
is
no,
in
South.
trouble.
The north side of South's base.
Ah, yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, look at there. They're coming in.
Yeah.
Although North does have an attack coming in right now as well.
The silo is a military structure. This is an important thing you must remember. The silo is a military structure. They are attracted to military structures. And spitters rip through silos in a hurry.
Zamoltis just got killed. On Team North.
Oh yeah. Mixed patch.
Yep.
Loomis has got a body recovery and is dealing with all the spitters again. But even then, like, medium spitters are now 2 grenades. Both teams are in severe grenade deficit.
Team South does have the grenades researched, or explosives. North does not.
North didn't bother. Again.
Oh, again.
Anti again. Oh yeah, anti again.
There's another 627 sent to the north, which only affected evolution by 1.6%, and threat was almost nothing.
Yeah.
So green science is pretty much dead.
It's got to the point where it's worthless. Next to worthless.
And where are we at? Close to 40, right at 40%.
Yeah.
Right about where I was saying before, about 40%, it becomes about worthless. Where military, you got up through about 60%, where it's 50%. It's pretty. It's
yeah,
pretty,
50 to 60%. It starts becoming more and more worthless. That's a lot of. Oh, no, cluster grenades require explosives. Okay, there's lots of grenades being thrown on the north side.
You don't think anyone's going to space today? No, Darkest Dot. No space. North needs to dedicate someone to building walls. I mean, it would help. Team North's mixed patch is under big threat again. Bumblebee Riders on the case, though. Oof. Yeah, that single thick wall is.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Yep, there goes Bumblebee.
So South does better against biters, definitely. Definitely is better at dealing with biters and threat. North.
Well, their base is half the size too.
Yes, but it's not only that. It's how they place their walls. It's how they kill off the biters. North is better at getting a build up and running. Obviously, delegating who has to do what, how it has to be done, what order it has to get done in. Yeah.
Nefrums is out in the north too.
Nefrums has gone back to spawn.
All of Team North is now fighting biters. Where South is still building, so I mean there is a possibility.
But what are they building?
Look at production stats. I don't think we can look at production stats.
No. I think maybe if we click tech tree, no. Can't look at production stats at all.
Nope.
I don't know why that's there, but I'm assuming it's for an important reason.
How long are we in this map? That's a great question. We're at 46 minutes. It doesn't seem. Maybe it's right. Maybe it's right. Yeah. So this match has gone on a little bit longer, but I think that's because Team South did throw some additional science early.
I know
Look
both
at the
teams have
threat in Team
spitters.
South, 2,700 threat.
Yeah,
It's
look,
painful.
threat being high is bad. It does mean lots of big attacks coming in constantly. But you can only have so many spawners, so many biters spawn at once. Alright, so again, if you go look at YouTube channel, you go look at the old videos, there was lots of matches where actually both teams were producing threat faster than they could actually get spawned in. And you'd end up with like 10,000 threat. 10,000 threat constantly. Alright? Which meant that the attacks were very big, very large, and never stopping. And North is Science Builders being held up by not enough copper by 1 belt. 2 belts. Not missing.
Yep.
Not missing.
Yep.
Definitely missing. Meanwhile, they're busy trying to get, you know, more stone, more coal up and running. But the fault is copper.
Yep. All because of 1 belt. Or 2 belts.
2 belts. 2 belts.
Well, they should have some more miners down there anyway. Team North is trying to get that evolution over 50%, which would start spawning big biters for Team South.
Big biters is going to ruin it.
Yep.
So that's your milestones. It's like first to mediums, first to bigs, right? And you want to get... I really think the meta is get the players over that percentage. Once they're over that percentage, save for a little bit, and then do a big throw to have a nice high threat come in, right? Because when they go over that first threshold, there's biters on the map. They need to be sent off first and got rid of, so you can have the next evolution of biters actually spawn, and they're the ones you want to go in and attack with. So there's a lot of strategy going on in the background where they have to not only get the biters, but, you know, awesome patrol working.
Did have someone in Team South picked up all of the flasks? Because there's not much in the chest, and they haven't thrown any recently. Oh yeah, they just threw 587 flasks.
Yeah. Doesn't do much anymore. Awesome Patrol's got a backup plan. He's definitely got a little backup plan ready to go. Loomis is out. I'm hoping Loomis has just decided that that's it. He's just going to collect what there is, fill it up back up with coal, and not come back out. Because getting back out to these outposts, and especially defending them, is becoming more and more risky.
And like you said, though, paths would make those outposts much more viable.
Yeah, they would. They would.
All right, Team South is over 50% now with that 81 military flasks that were just sent. They're over 50% threat. So big biters will now start spawning on Team South's side, and that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Those guys take a lot of grenades.
So North's going with more walls. More walls. They still haven't noticed the 2 broken belts.
What makes outposts more valuable? Being able to use them and defend them. That's what makes them valuable. In this case here, a path out there which would make getting to those outposts quicker. I mean, they need this iron. Team South needs this iron desperately for their builds. Right now, they're just running the material back and forth. They're not even belting it. They're just running it back and forth. And without a path, it makes that run, it takes longer, 10% longer.
Stone is 20%, isn't it?
I don't recall.
I think stone's 120%. Stone is 30%. 30%.
30% faster. There you go. For green to keep up with military, you need 1.7 times the resources.
Times, you need 1.7
Something
times
like
the packs or the resources? I bet it's the packs.
The resources.
Oh, wow. For military, yes? Military needs more resources, yes.
Yes.
But they're useless resources. They're coal, they're stone, they're copper. Mainly a lot of stone. Like, stone is a useless resource.
Yeah, Team South is way better at defending their
Way
bases.
better.
Team North is struggling at the moment.
They are.
Team South, kind of okay. Even with threat, although we have not seen the big biters yet.
How did that affect threat? 80.
Oof. Uh-oh. Team North is in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Silo already being attacked.
Oh, no, they're in serious trouble.
But they decided to eat belts instead.
Yeah, biters were never born smart.
I remember that saved you in one biter
It,
battle.
it did. It did.
They were pissed off at those belts.
There was a whole army of them coming in, and they did a 180 after walking over the belts and deciding that they did not like it getting pushed around.
So I have someone here that says military costs 3.5 times as much for resources, but gives 5 times as much points.
The question is, how much more does it cost in iron? That's what it really comes down to. Iron matters.
You know,
So does having belts from your resources to your smelting. North is at the
definitely
point...
not looking good for Nephrons.
Yeah, North is at the point where they're in solid defense now. They're not going to build anything. I don't think they're going to get anything back up and running. They're just going to be holding on. Now, South is... They've spent the last little while just boosting their walls and boosting their walls, and their walls have holes, but they're boosted. And they're probably on solid defense as well. I'm waiting for the big biters to show up.
Oof. Team North, another big attack coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team North, I think, is in a little bit of panic mode at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They're on 100% defense and hope for the best.
Nephrom's trying to repair belts that got broken.
Yeah,
he's pocket crafting the belts.
There's too many of them. There's too many of them down.
And Zorion just threw all of the military flasks to South to increase that threat to over 3,000.
North,
Yeah,
right-hand side, Nephrons.
South is handling these attacks like champs.
Yeah, they're just adding walls. Too thick, not three. Yeah, too thick, not enough. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at the iron patch in Team South base. They only have 41,000 iron left in that patch.
It's fine. It's fine. Look at North blowing up their smelters. North did not do any explosive research at all.
And that's where they're in trouble right now. And it wouldn't have cost them much to get that other research in there.
No,
it'd be saving their butts right now.
It's 100 of red and green, and then the second one is 200 red, green, and military. Considering how much military science they've thrown, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
I mean, it would take some red and green also, but
it's nothing.
That's almost nothing to get.
It's nothing. So South is going with walls, followed by smelters. Lots and lots of smelters as poor man's shitty walls. Next, you'll see pipes. Yep, they're gonna go with the pipe wall.
Pipes work. They're not as good. They're not as strong as regular walls, but they stop.
Hey, look, if all else fails, cut down the trees, make some wooden boxes. Box walls for the ultimate win.
Wooden boxes fall so fast.
They do,
they have like 50, they have like 20 hit points. 100
hit points.
Wow, 100 hit points.
Oh, there we go. We've got our bigs. Both of the biter and the spitter variety.
Ooh. Let's see how this gets managed.
3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 grenades for a big spitter. Forget the big biters. Like they've done more damage to their walls than the biters have.
Big biters have 350 hit points. Big spitters at 200. And their attacks hurt.
Yeah.
Well, Team North is recovering and rebuilding.
Yeah, their threat is
back
massive.
up again, but like someone said, there needs to be one person out there grabbing all those bricks and building walls.
Yeah, you know that side that they never worried about? It doesn't have guns anymore. It did have guns.
Yep. Oh, they're gonna attack from both sides now.
Yeah, come in for the flanks.
Oof. Oof.
Okay, so how many belts did they get back up and running? Half of them.
Team South is pretty secure at the moment. They're getting their walls back up.
Oh,
and now they're going back out to grab some...
going out for iron.
Some iron.
That's risky.
Nah, I think they're good. I think it's a good... They're sending just one person out. Grab whatever iron you can. Oh, I would have waited to grab that iron. I wouldn't have grabbed that one right away. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's grabbing it so on his way back he can.
He's grabbing it, gonna refill it, and then hopefully grab some more on the way back. Yep. No, he's just gonna grab the first one.
I can't believe that they haven't expanded their walls just slightly to get that iron patch in.
Oh,
get that iron patch in.
Maybe.
Because they don't have to move the walls very far, just a little bit, and they'll have access to another 151,000 iron.
I think they're trying to finish fortifying that before they worry about expanding.
3.5K iron it will do a lot of their packs.
Yeah, but is it enough to get over 50%?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that ping that Colonel Will just made. Those biters just camping.
Yeah, I know. They're hanging around, waiting for a good excuse or a good player to come close enough and stop down and say hello. Don't harass them. Don't harass them.
I think he wants to take him out right now before the next wave comes in and they add to it.
They won't add to it. They're stuck. There's no
the air conditioning gaps on the right side. Just walking right through.
Yeah, it's a feature.
Oof. Yeah, I have to say, I think Nephrem's is gonna lose this one.
Fish on the body, ammo on the body, grenades on the body, armor on the body. Yeah, everything. Exorin, everything on the body. Just died anyway.
AC gaps. Yep. Hey, just like a good computer case, you gotta have airflow. They're going on the bait. That base needs airflow.
Nephrem's on the run.
I cannot believe that they're dragging them towards the silo.
They're dragging them around, away. It's a little bit all over the place. Yeah. Problem is, when you respawn, you don't start with a pistol and some ammo. You start with nothing.
You got your trusty axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Elites is in trouble now.
And he is?
Yeah, down southeast.
Oh, he went for a run.
Yep, and he's like, oh crap, he's running away.
As long as he can outpace them, he's fine. He's got most of the iron from looks of it.
Run through the trees. Yep.
Yeah, he's got it.
Good moves, Annie. Good moves.
Are you sure the silo is a military building, not a production building? Where is the silo?
It's awkward. It was a joke about the air conditioning thing.
No.
The airflow.
The resource silo is technically a production building, but it attracts biters like a military building.
And one of the military builds from the north is completely down. Not that they were running anyway, but
it's completely blown up. It's not down. It's been grenaded to death. It's the problem with grenades. They do as much damage as they kill things. Alright, especially against spitters. Like spitters, use a gun. Use a gun. Okay. That's painful. That's a lot of spitters, including a lot of bigs.
They're all dead, though.
Where is that? That. 8.1.
This mode is all about protecting your rocket silo that you start the game with. You start with the rocket silo, and you can aggravate your enemy's biters by spending your research flasks to enhance the enemy's biters. And right now we're seeing two of the best speedrunning teams out there competing against each other. This is finals, and it's a $500 grand prize. So whichever team wins will take a $500 prize.
The north air conditioning gap is working wonders. The biters have popped in, bringing the breeze with them straight towards the silo. Yeah.
Yeah, team North is definitely struggling. We are over an hour in. This is the longest match we have seen in this tournament yet.
Yes.
At 1 hour.
And
2
both
minutes.
teams are struggling for about the last 15 minutes. Loomis is out for another run. Oh my gosh.
The 50% threshold did do something. It has spawned big biters. So the South has to deal with big biters while the North does not yet. Big biters do have more hit points. They do more damage. Generally just harder to kill.
They're like 8 or 9 grenades to the face. That's a lot. I can't believe it. They're trying to rebuild this.
This is true. The map was up for 10 minutes before the match actually started. So technically, yes, we are actually at 53 minutes. Thank you for that, Fire Razor.
How many nades for wall? 3 or 4? Loomis is grabbing iron and running away from biters. Nope, the biters went away. Loomis has got...
Is it a 10-minute delay? No. We there was about a 10-minute break in between games. If South is not careful, they won't have many more grenades. This is true because they have very little iron left in their base.
But Loomis just went and picked up several thousand. And there's still
That's
got
helping.
36,000 iron. Like, at the moment, also Patrol is rearranging their burner miner drills to move them up 4 tiles. So then they're swapped back onto the iron and off the empty patches.
Yep, makes good sense.
So Loomis is back.
North is most definitely in panic mode.
Oh, they've been in
It
panic
is
mode
just
for a
survive. South is comfortable.
South is in the swing. They've got... Yeah, Loomis has just brought back like 3,000 iron plus. And is not daring to go back outside the walls just yet. South is in the swing of things. They've definitely got their act together. They're in their groove. North is flailing around, trying not to blow up.
Yep.
And yeah, the groups definitely look like they're getting smaller. I haven't seen a group come in from the north for a while because they're sort of in the base, never like marching in. Because the players are all very close to the silo because they've just recently died, like Nephrons, right beside the silo.
Team South has nearly...
North is being spawn camped.
Yep, they're already throwing out GGs, so it looks like
Yeah.
Team North may be capitulating this match.
Yeah, North's called it. No, Nephrons is still going for a run. He will not give up. Oh, no, one spitter's found the silo. Each spit's worth, what, 20 hit points? A bit over? Yeah, the attacks in the south were getting smaller. And maybe that's just due to the fact that the bigs are worth more threat? I don't know.
Well, North stopped throwing science packs.
Yeah, but the threat's still massive for both of them.
It is. Oh, and Team North, this might be it. Look at the biters all around that silo.
They're literally right there. They're busy checking out the belts, okay, and moseying around first.
Oh, there
nope,
it is.
There we go.
There it is. And it's done. Wow, that was quick.
Boop.
So we were at 56 minutes for that match, so not bad. I mean, it says 1 hour 6, but I think again there was about that 10-minute break. So we will be seeing a third match happening.
Yeah.
Seeing a third match. You know what? I really figured with that Team North was gonna roll over Team South again, but Team South just kept holding on.
Jackson, no, it's not like midnight anymore. It's like 4 a.m. It was like 1 a.m. when I got up, and then 2 a.m. when we started. Now it's 4 a.m.
The problem with using the mixed ore patches is that it's tough to use. It's not consistent with what you're getting out of it. You can use it as supplement, but it's also very expensive with all the splitters that you have to use in order to make it work. I mean, they're good. There's a lot of resources there, but it's just tough to utilize them.
It's very dense. There's not a lot of resources per second, and you have to make sure that you use those resources over the dedicated patches, because you can't let it back up.
Yep.
So it's a different way of thinking of how the logistics and the belts have to run. Team North is working defenses. Oh yeah, definitely.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Is this? Why do teams see spectator chat when tournament mode is enabled?
They shouldn't. DevJock, thank you for the follow.
Spectator
Welcome.
chat? I never even saw it. How long is the next game? My guess is they're gonna do probably about another 10-minute break and then start again.
So no, if
How
we
do biters attack then? Go ahead.
if we ping things, they can't see it. Unless Nero is intentionally shouting all his commands. So we're going to take another 10-minute break.
Yep.
Wow,
Another 10-minute break.
8.4K.
Food rush, be right back. Sounds great. How do the biters attack? Okay, so naturally the game...
Alright, I'm taking a minute. I'm going to go get a drink myself.
Gently, or very slowly increases the...
Doofsy charge.
Evolution of the biters, and it slowly increases the threat. And so at the beginning of the game, you'll see 1 or 2 biters coming in. However, each team can take some of their science packs they have and spend them to aggravate the other team's biters. That increases their evolution, and that increases their threat as well. Oops, that's not it. BB points. There we go. You can see the different packs are worth a different amount of points. So the red is worth only 10 points. How those points translate to evolution and threat varies based on how much evolution and threat there is. Green, as you can see, is worth 3.1 times as much as red. And military is worth like 4.8% or 4.8 times what green is. You've seen people doing a totally undefended faraway base, big one. Is that no longer a thing? I don't think that's any longer a thing. However, there is dedicated biter battle servers set up that constantly running. There's one running right now, and you can join in and play. Those matches tend to last a while.
The public matches.
Yes.
The public matches can go on for hours.
Yep. The map is mirrored, Darkest Dot. The maps are, in this case here, exactly mirrored. So Iron Patch here, 54K, Iron Patch here, 54K. Coal 18K, Coal 18K. It used to be rotationally mirrored, so whatever was down here was rotated to the top, but now it's just completely mirrored.
And I don't know if that's a change. I don't know if that's a change from this biter battles or the stock biter battles, because this is technically a modified version of Comfy's biter battles scenario, as far as I know. Hasn't been a lot of details.
And increase difficulty for the enemy. Yes, Jimmy, you can use the science for one or the other. You can use it for your own research purposes, or you can use it to spend against the enemy. And sometimes it's smarter to save up a bunch of that science and throw it as one big go, because that makes That will take a lot more biters out and make a bigger attack towards the enemy. Yeah, this is a really cool mode. Did they change how inputs on liquid factories work? What do you mean by that, Darkest Dot? I have no idea. Yeah, they're constantly tweaking this. How inputs on liquid factories worked, where the inputs are. Nope, it's always been where they are, Darkest Dot. Since you use science to send biters to the enemy team, and threat shows the amount of biters coming in the Evo. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how threat translates to biters coming in, but it does
Gibbets,
affect
are you lurking? Say hello.
Is this game mode by default available, or do you need to add a mod? Well, this was made by Comfy, so it is a custom scenario.
No, Huff never shows
If you
up.
join the public server that's out there, if you search for Biter Battle, look for
Hello,
Comfy,
Kibbets.
the Comfy Biter Battle server. Join the game. No mods are required. It's a custom scenario. Go in, save the map. Save it as something. It doesn't even matter what you do. Now you will have the scenario, so you could run a private game between you and some friends. High threat is bad. Yes.
Low threat is bad. All threat is bad. Give a shout out to my good friend Gibbets, who plays far, far, far too much Satisfactory. Like, hours and hours stuck into Satisfactory. I wish I could do the same. I really wish I could do the same. Yeah, the current Biter Battles map, what we're playing is, I believe,
my
a
friend.
modified
Stay a while
version
and listen.
of Comfy's original map. Alright. I think they've done some tweaks. The scenario is open source on GitHub. Yes. As small. Let's go with small. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Any way to decrease your threat? Yes, kill biters. Killing biters will decrease your threat.
Oh, that's right. The public. So, Comfy's currently not hosting Biter Battles. Currently, I think this one is the one hosted. I think it's like free open Biter Battles. I can't remember.
Thank you, Havelis. Havelis dropped a link in my chat for the actual scenario.
Yes. It is available on GitHub if you want to grab it. Alright. Comfy. All Comfy's maps are, and they do some really interesting maps. Well, scenarios. They're all scenarios.